Here we have the remote that comes with the Apple TV 4K. The overall design is it is brushed aluminum, so that does stick with the Apple aesthetic, which probably also means I should have called it aluminium, but you get the idea. It is a lightweight, very thin device. Starting at the top here, we have a microphone. You have a power button, which will allow you to turn on and off your Apple TV. Here we have a directional pad, so we can click on these and move in the up, down, left, right axis. But we also have a touch-sensitive selection button in the middle here, so you can actually use this to swipe up, left, right, and down, and also click on it to activate a particular screen that you're on. Next, we have the back button. This will bring you back to previous screen. This is actually very helpful in the preview section because you cannot select down to get out of it, as mentioned in my user interface review. Over here, we have our TV icon. This TV icon can be programmed to do one of two things. Either it will launch Apple Plus, or can be set to take you back to the home page. By default, this will take you to the Apple Plus streaming service. Right here, we have our play pause. We have volume controls, up and down, and then a mute button. Mute button's right up front, so I kind of like that because some of them, they keep it on the side, but having it right there is very nice. But speaking of the side, notice right there, that is your microphone activation. That will activate your voice assistant for the Apple controller here, which is why you have that microphone right there. Now, you saw on the side, there's this little black bit up here. Well, what is that? That is your IR blaster. That is how you can control the volume on your TV set or soundbar, because you can hook this up so that it will control a soundbar as well. With it being as thin as it is, you might be wondering, well, obviously it's going to take power of some sort. Do I have to crack it open to insert a button cell battery? Well, no, you don't, because there actually is a charging port on the bottom of this. I normally call that a USB-C, but this is more likely a lightning charger because it is within the Apple ecosystem. Now, the controller itself is, as I mentioned, extraordinarily lightweight. There's this large area down here that kind of sticks with the Apple aesthetic. You can kind of grab onto it very nicely. There is no finger divot in the back here, only the Apple logo. But I don't find myself really missing that it's there. Even though this is made of aluminum, it doesn't get sweaty. It's got a decent amount of grip to it because it's that kind of brushed aluminum, so it's not super slippery. The only issue I have is with the trackpad. I'm not a super fan of it on remote controls because it can get very sensitive and tricky to use. But if you don't mind trackpads, it's a nice feature. Or you just use the directional pad here. This scroll that I'm doing here with my thumb, that is not part of the touch sensitiveness, only the center part here. You do have to left, right, up, down, click all of these. But all in all, as far as remote controls go that come with set-top boxes, this is up there at the top because of its simplicity and the function that it has, as well as the fact that it remains super thin because of that charging port rather than making you constantly feed it batteries.